Hello my friends, welcome to my 500 sub special Q&A. Firstly, thank you all so much for all your support on my journey through YouTube. I never expected to be at 500 subs already, to be honest. I really did not expect it, and to see 500 subs on my channel is just absolutely amazing. You guys blow up my videos. I've got 120,000 views and 500 subs. I just didn't expect that, guys. And it's thanks to all of you just blowing up my channel, all the support, all the love. Honestly, you have no idea how much I appreciate it, guys. I started YouTube as just something that I've always wanted to do, but I wasn't sure if I could make a success of it or anything like that. It's just something I wanted to do. And you guys, you're just making it great for me. You're making it an absolutely wonderful experience. But a big smile on my face, and I'm so happy. So I'm doing a 500 sub special. I was almost a 500 question then. 500 sub special today. It's going to be a Q&A. Now, I put out a little while ago, if you remember, I put out through the Discords and some of the communities and on my channel if people could give me questions. And you lot certainly did that. I mean, you absolutely blew up my channel with questions. And I have marked down, I've picked 30 of my favourite questions. Now, if you don't see your question up here, it's not that it was a bad question or anything like that. It's just that I thought 30 was a good number, so this video is not too long. Otherwise, it's going to be about an hour. And I don't fancy doing that. Well, I suppose you don't fancy watching it, I don't know. But I picked 30 anyway. That's what I went with, and that's what we're going to do, guys. So we're going to get straight into it. Hope you're staying safe. Hope you're having a great day, my friends, like I always say. Let's get into question number 1. So, the lady in question that has asked question number 1 is VR Vampy. Now, VR Vampy is such a lovely girl. She's brilliant. And she actually got me into VR content because I wasn't really watching it before. And I started watching Vampy's channel. And just seeing some of the things you can do in VR is incredible. And you know, I spoke to Vampy about it, and she gave me some advice on sort of what VR headset to get and things like that, because I want to get into it myself, and that is because of Vampy, because of watching her content. I've seen some other VR creators since who were great, Sash, you know, people like that. But VR was the first Vampy was the first person I watched in the community on VR, and it kind of got me into it a little bit. But Vampy's question is, what was your very first console you owned, and why did you choose that console? Now, this is a funny one because when I was a really young kid, my grandma was a cool grandma. She used to play N64, Zelda, right? And I played Zelda with my grandma and stuff a lot, and I really enjoyed it. Right, so one day, when I was about 6, I was very young, my dad bought me my own N64. And I got GoldenEye with it, 007 GoldenEye. And that is the game that I played a lot. I played it a hell of a lot. I could not get off the game. It was so much fun. If any of you guys played 007 GoldenEye on the N64, you will know exactly what I mean. That game was amazing. And that is exactly what got me into gaming right there, guys. So thank you for the question, Vampy, and we're moving on to the next one. So, my friends, for number 2, we have the Bearded Sage. Now, he's asked me quite an interesting question, actually, that I've had to scratch my head and think about a little bit. He's asked, if you could choose any muscle car, which car would you get? For me, my favourite is the Mustang 5-litre GT, right? I've had to think about this because I've got a thing. I really like old muscle cars, but there is a modern muscle car that I am in love with. And that is the 2020 Ford Mustang GT. I'll pop it up on the screen, around here somewhere. I don't know why I did that, but I'll pop it up on the screen so you can see what it is. This car, I absolutely love. And I am a massive fan of old muscle cars, especially things like Dodge Vipers and some of the old Pontiac GTOs and classics like that. But this muscle car right here, definitely my favourite. I love this car. It is very nice, and I've had this car on racing games, and I just love it. So thank you for the question, Bearded Sage, and we are moving on to the next question. And that is my boy, Big CheeZ. You know I love you, Josh. Big CheeZ, Josh. I've made really good friends with him over the past, 4 or 5 months. Started talking to him randomly, and we got on like bang. We've done collaborations together. We talk every day. We do like back-to-back streams. He's got involved with some of my real life friends. Even my real life friends love him, for God's sake. And if you haven't seen Big CheeZ, honestly, go and check him out, because he has got probably one of the best personalities I've ever come across. The guy can smile for England. You could hit him with a hammer, he'll still smile. Right? Don't actually do that, but you get the idea. I mean, Josh is just an absolute lovely guy, and I'm so glad that I met him. Right. So now I'm going to stop blowing smoke at your ass, Josh, and I'm going to speak about your question. He asked, "What's your favourite game you've done on the channel and why?" So, as you all know lately, my favourite sort of franchise is Star Wars. I'm in love with Star Wars. So, my favourite game I've done on the channel is Battlefront 2. I never did it before because I used to play it on console and I didn't want to start again on PC. But I bit the bullet lately and I started again on PC. And I've had such a great time doing it, and you guys have enjoyed my videos as well. I've been making these big successful gameplays, cutting them down to shorter videos. You know, when I say short, I mean like 12, 13 minutes. And it's just all action, all carnage. You guys have been loving it. I've been loving it. We've been having Star Wars discussions in the comments. It's been great. A close second on my channel was Titanfall 2. The Titanfall 2 campaign for me, unbelievable. It was I loved it. I absolutely loved it, guys. So thank you for the question, Josh. We are going to move on to number 4 with Mr. Susan. Now, you probably know Mr. Susan from some of my episodes. He is one of my best friends in real life. And he asked, if you could collaborate with anyone, who would it be? My answer to that is Jack Frags, and it'd be Warzone or Battlefield. Because Jack Frags is someone I follow for a very long time, and he's one of my favourite YouTubers. He's a great creator, and I love the fact he dragged his mates in as well. He brings his mates into Warzone to help them grow. I'd love to collab with Jack Frags on Warzone, 100%. So thank you for that question, Mr. Suzanne. Number 5, another very close friend that I've made on YouTube, Agent JDB3. My boy Julius. Now, literally, Julius was one of the first people I met on my YouTube venture. I got pulled into some Facebook group by Vic, another guy who helped me out a lot. He's been brilliant. And I met Julius quite fast, and we have literally discussed strategy, and we just discussed everything for the past 6-7 months, and he's helped me out so much with a lot of stuff to do with YouTube. You know, he was always quite far ahead of me, so it was nice for me to be able to kind of follow him to see his success, because it inspired me to keep going, you know, if that makes sense. And you know, he's just hit 1K. He's an absolutely great guy. He's one of the, you know, one of the good friends I've made on YouTube, and yeah, he's one of them people that I'm happy to see where our journeys end up together. You know, like it was going to be really nice. But he asked, how do your family and friends feel about you doing YouTube? So they are actually very supportive. All of my family are super supportive on it. You know, they're always asking how it's going and things like that, and they watch my videos, bits and bobs like that, like the mother-in-laws and my dad and the rest of my family, and everyone just watches my videos and stuff. The kids sit next to me when I'm editing. They sit here on the sofa next to me, watching the other, because I've got 2 monitors now. They watch the other monitor, watch their cartoons whilst I'm editing on this one. They love it. Hannah's brilliant. She's always sharing my stuff and asking how I'm doing, watching my videos. Hannah's my missus. But yeah, they are super supportive. So thank you for that question, Agent. Number 6 is from my friend KJ Bowden. And he asked, have you ever thought about doing vlogs on your day-to-day life? So this is a difficult one, because since I started YouTube, it's been in the pandemic. Like, it's been like, what? I literally started last lockdown in the pandemic. So I've not really had the chance to think about that. But the short answer for that is it is 100% something I'm considering doing in the future. I'm definitely considering making vlogs in the future. I don't know how it's going to work or how I'm going to do it, but definitely something I'm thinking about. So thank you for that question, Kurt. The number 7 is Jet Game Creations. Now, this is a living legend right here, because she is getting about everywhere at the moment on YouTube. She is in everybody's comment section. She is supporting absolutely everyone. She's just an all-round great person, and her content's very good. If you haven't seen her yet, go and check her out. She's a lovely person. She's very kind as well. Some of the things she does, she's just a very kind person, and you can tell. And she even watches you while she's at work, which hopefully makes her day a little bit less stressful. But onto the question, she has asked, since you hit 500 subs, any new goals set or new ideas for content? So, the next goal for me is 750, because I want to do it by quarters, if that makes sense. So 750 is my next goal. I've got the idea for the next video I'm going to do for that, and that actually comes later on in this Q&A. But in regards to content, I've already started it. So my new idea for content is I'm doing a whole Star Wars run. So I'm going to try and sort of grab some Star Wars fans, so Star Wars subs in my channel, because I want that to be a massive part of my channel. So if I can get some Star Wars fans to come in, to sub to me from this Star Wars run, I'll be over the moon. And that consists of Cotter 1, Cotter 2, maybe a bit of the Old Republic. I'm going to stream them all in a row and see if I can get myself some Cotter fans from that, guys. But thank you for that question, Jet. That's a very good question. And we are moving on to number 8, Zack the All-Round Gamer. He's another great guy, done his bit for charity lately, and he's another great creator. And he asks, if you could travel to any place in a game in real life, where would it be and why? Now, I'm a massive Star Wars fan, so I would travel to a game like Battlefront 2, or a Star Wars game in general, maybe the old Knights of the Republic. Probably Battlefront 2 because it's got some excellent locations, just so I could check out the locations. And as long as I spawn as a rebel, I won't have to worry, because no stormtroopers are going to shoot me, are they? Because they can't shoot for shit. So that is an excellent question, my friend, and we are moving on to number 9. Number 9 is Almissa Gaming. Almissa Gaming is a great guy, and his editing skills are amazing. Honestly, he's got some of the best editing skills I've seen out of anybody around these communities. Some of the things he does with the green screen are great, and his videos are actually quite funny. He's also a very good supporter. He's always supporting people. He's just a great guy in general. But he has asked, who is your few favourite content creators from the Discord groups? So this is quite difficult for me because there's quite a few people that I watch. There's quite a few people that I enjoy watching. I'm going to give like a few people that I watch. I'll give a few people that are like my favourite to watch for reasons. And that's not to say anyone else is bad at all. It's just saying that obviously these are the people that I like watching. So obviously Agent JDB3, his Let's Plays, amazing. And the extra editing he adds in there just gives it that extra bit of spice. You know, it makes a Let's Play a lot better. He's definitely one of the best Let's Play creators I've seen. SammieBug. I love watching Sammy because her reactions are goddamn hilarious. She's got some of the best reactions of anybody I've seen. It is hilarious when she plays a horror game. She does great. Third one, I would say yourself, Almissa, to be honest, because your editing skills are amazing and it always impresses me what you do with that green screen. Big CheeZ, because of his personality. He has got the best personality I've ever, literally one of the best personalities I've ever seen in my life. The guy is an absolute legend. Casual hardcore gamers, they are funny as hell. I like watching them. I've been watching their Spyro and stuff lately. I do like watching them because they bounce off each other so well. Kind of reminds me of me and my own friend, Mr. Susan, a little bit. Like, they just get on really well. And they bounce off each other and they just, it makes it funny. There's lots of other people that I like watching, you know, VR Vampy, ShutYerGob, Cameron, Seriously Persona, CheeZ. There's lots of people that I love watching around the communities. Obviously, I ain't got time to name everyone, but that is just a few people that I enjoy watching, guys. Thank you for that question, Almissa. And on to number 10, ProsPeace. This video is 15 minutes already. God damn. I'm glad I only picked 30. ProsPeace. And he's asked a very good question. 3 reasons why anyone should subscribe to your channel. That's a very good question. Now, I think that 3 reasons, I would say, are because I do Let's Plays with, you know, the latest games, maybe some old games. I always do commentary, face cam, live commentary. That's one of the reasons. Also in good quality. I like to do live streams. I do a lot of live streams. I try and make it entertaining for you guys. That's another reason. And I'd say my 3rd reason is because I will literally make it my damn mission to reply to every single comment that someone leaves on my channel. That is until I physically can't do it anymore. And I will literally reply to every single one, my friends. So thank you for that question, ProsPeace. On to the next one. Next question is from a big supporter of mine, actually, Tomy Spot. Now, this guy is always watching my videos. I mean, the guy literally watches like 5 at a time. He's literally one of my biggest supporters, and he is a great guy. He dishes out so much support, it's unbelievable. So thank you for the support, Tommy. And your question is, how many years have you been on YouTube? Well, the short answer to that, because it is only a short answer, 0 years. I've been doing this for about 8 months. My first video was published 8 months ago. That's how long I've been doing this on YouTube for, which is, I'm really happy with my progress, to be honest. And as I said in the beginning of this video, that is all thanks to you, my friends. So thank you for that question, Tommy. Or Dennis, that's his name. Right, so on to number 12, Beev Dawg. Which should I say? Beev Dawg! You'd appreciate that. He's a great guy. He's always supporting my content. You know, we've been supporting each other for a long time now. It's been nice to see his growth. He's a really good guy as well. So his question is, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Which is a really good question. So hopefully, because I'd love this, hopefully as a full-time YouTuber streamer, because that is a dream for most of us, right? I would absolutely love to be able to turn YouTube into a full-time job. I really would. Because I'm an electrical installation engineer. So I would love to turn YouTube into a full-time job and go hell for leather, make that my business. Blam. That would be great. So if in 5 years, I would love to see myself in that position. And if I am, I'll be over the moon, guys. So thank you for that question, Beev Dawg. And on to number 13, which is RG Gaming. This is a guy I met recently through one of my friend's streams, and he seems like a really good guy. His question is, why did you start making YouTube videos, and what inspired you to play games for an audience? Which is a very good question, actually. Thing is, I used to stream, right? I've wanted to do YouTube for like 5 years. I'll get into that in a bit. Now, I used to stream for my friends, right? Little FIFA games, little bits and bobs. And my friends are sitting there watching it, some of my real life friends. Or we'd do like little tournaments on FIFA and stream it to each other so everyone can watch the matches, right? I loved doing that, recording the videos or streaming. So when I thought about YouTube, I just thought, well, why not do it for real? Like, do it properly. Do it for a bigger audience. See if I can make some out of it, because it's something I really enjoyed doing. So yeah, that's probably the reason for that, to be honest. That little thing there that I used to do for fun probably inspired me to take it further. And that's why I did. So thank you for that question, RG. On to number 14. Another very good pal I've made in the community. ShutYerGob. Rob. Absolute great guy. Now, what I like about Rob is he is a kind of guy that is happy. He's a happy-go-lucky guy, and he will literally do anything for anyone. He is one of the nicest people I've ever met. I speak to Rob all the time, every day. We work a Discord together. You know, we got plans of going out for a pint and stuff when this pandemic's over, and I look forward to that because he is right up my alley. He's a really good guy, and I get on really well with him. So his question is, what is your primary motivation for doing YouTube? Is it to make money, or is it to create cool content, or third, is it to get big enough? Is it to get a big enough platform to become an influencer? So for me, as I said in my previous question, I've always liked creating. Used to do it, like I said, I used to do it on my own to some of my friends, just create a little stream or create a little tournament. I've always liked creating. So for me, if I can create something that people like and then they watch it, that's a win for me. So if I can create a nice bit of content and then a few people watch it, then that's successful to me, because people, if somebody, at least somebody's enjoyed something you've created, that is wonderful. And if, you know, if money comes further down the line and a nice little business out of it, even better, guys. Even better, my friend. So thank you for that question, Rob. To number 15, my friends, we've got SammieBug. This is another person that I met quite fast after starting YouTube, and she is a lovely girl. She's an absolutely lovely girl, and like I said earlier, her content is funny as hell. She's another good friend I made. I've spoke to her a hell of a lot over the last 6-7 months. She's just a brilliant girl in general, and as I said, her content is great. If you want to see the reaction queen for horror games, go and watch Sammy. Like I said, link in the description for these people. But if they got channels, there's a link down there for them. I promise you, she's got the best reactions in the game. She asked, did you have any fears before starting your own YouTube channel? This is a difficult one, because I didn't really have fears, because I love new ventures. So for me, it was mainly excitement. It was mainly excitement, but the only bit I did have was an overwhelming feeling of a lot to learn. And I mean, a lot to learn. So, you know, we're talking about editing skills, and because I had a basic knowledge of editing, just because I've always been good at computers. So, you know, I had a basic knowledge of stuff, but I've had to learn a hell of a lot doing YouTube. A hell of a lot. Like, if you go on my channel and you go back through my thumbnails, you can see how shit my thumbnails used to be. They've gone from being crap with these big yellow blobs on, right, to cut out PNGs and all sorts. So it's just got better and better over the time I've been doing YouTube. So it's just, if I feel like you learn on the job, you just constantly learn all the way through. At the beginning, it's very overwhelming, because it's just probably what stops people doing YouTube. You know, there's so much. You got to go on camera to the world and, you know, kind of expose yourself to other people, you know, as in your personality, get your minds out the gutter. Just things like that in general, guys. So it can be very overwhelming. 16. So thank you for that question, Sammy. 16. Comics on Lockdown asked, are you planning on making a gear gaming setup video? I 100% am doing that, and that is going to be my 750 subscriber special, my friend. So thank you for that question. That's something I'll definitely be doing. 17, GamerSquadGuide. Can we drink to your 500 sub special? I thought this question had to be added, and you absolutely can, my friend. You can absolutely crack open a bottle, pour yourself a glass, and have a nice drink, my friends. On to number 18, my friends, Blazing Palmer. Another one of my best friends, and he asked, if you can change one thing that happened in regards to your YouTube channel, what would it be? And the simple answer for that is I would have started it 5 years ago. I literally wanted to start YouTube 5 years ago, but I was busy, and I could not get around to it, and I could not get the computer sorted, and it's like everything stopped me. It's not so much everything stopped me, to be honest, it's I kept bottling it. I kept saying I was going to do it, and I kept planning to do it. It's just, I always had something else to do. You know what it's like when you've got family, work, it's literally always something else to do. And once you've established and started something, it's easier to do. But when you have to start something from nothing, and you have to brand a whole channel and plan your content and make videos and find time to record it and edit it and upload it, and that's what I was saying about Sammy's question, that was the overwhelming part. It's so much to goddamn do. So obviously when we went into lockdown last year, that's when I started it, because I had nothing to do. There was just nothing to do, so I just thought, well, that's just a good time to start it. But yeah, thank you for that question, Jay. On to number 19, another one of my close friends, EmpireTV. How did you get the idea of moving from just gaming to YouTube gaming? Was it spontaneous or was it planned? It was planned, because back to the last question, again, I wanted to do it for 5 years. You know for a fact I wanted to do it for 5 years, so basically it's something that I've always planned to do. So the plans kind of just mounted up, and by the time I eventually got around to doing it last year, I had so much stuff that I thought of over the last 5 years. It was planned. You know, I knew what content I was going to make, I knew how I was going to make it, I even knew what goddamn editor I was going to get. Like, I knew everything that I was going to do to start my YouTube channel. You know, obviously, I've changed it since, because I rebranded it all. But when I did start YouTube, I had it all set out in my head. So definitely, I would say it's planned. So thank you for that question, Aaron, my friend. So guys, on to number 20, English Dean. Now, there's another good friend I've made, and I've been speaking to him for a long time. He started off by coming in my Warzone streams, and he had issues with bots back in the day, and it blew his channel up, and then dropped his channel back down because all the bots got removed, and it really put him off YouTube. You know, and he disappeared for a little while, but he's come back lately with a vengeance. He's come back with that Pokemon content, and Dean, mate, you are smashing it, my friend, and I'm really happy to see it. I was really hoping you come back as well, because then bots really put you down, and it's nice to see you back when you grind. It really is, mate. So, but anyway, Dean asked, why did you reach out to help support my channel, answering questions when I need help and giving advice, for example, which I highly appreciate. I appreciate you sitting in my Warzone streams and stuff early days, mate, when I only had a few viewers. But the main reason is because when I learn something on YouTube, or I learn something from my own journey, I'm happy to share it. And that is because I've got a thing about me where I like to see other people succeed as well as myself. And I've always done that in real life, and I'm the same on YouTube. I love seeing people succeed. You know, it's a bit like GamerSquadGuide saying, can we drink your 500 sub special? Which can, you know, celebrate it. I'll celebrate your achievements as well. As, you know, like my friend Agent just hit 1K. I'm over the moon for him. I'll celebrate with him, because there's just something nice about watching someone that you get on with achieve something good. You know, it's just a nice feeling. It gives you a nice feeling as a humble person. There's one thing I can't stand in this world, and that is jealousy and bitterness. I really can't stand it. I've got no time for jealousy and bitterness. I hate it. There's no need for it. Life is too short for anyone to be jealous and bitter. But thank you for that question, my friend. On to number 21, JC Bad Gaming. Now this guy Jay has literally been such an instrumental help to my channel. He designed all my logo banners. If I message him and ask him to change something like my Stormtrooper lately, he's bang on it, gets it back to me, just no problem. You can ask this guy anything and he'll do it for you. He's a wizard with graphic design. His link's down in the channel. His link is down in the what's it called? Description. I'm talking too much. I'm starting to forget stuff now. If you need any graphic design stuff done, message him. He's your guy. Honestly, he's a wizard with it all. But he asked, what was the very first game you remember playing, like the game that got you into gaming? And this refers kind of to a previous question from Vampy about the console. Now, as you know, I've already said, it's the N64. And I've already mentioned GoldenEye. GoldenEye was the game that got me into gaming. The first game I played was probably Zelda. The first game I can remember that really got me into gaming was GoldenEye. And that's because I played it non-stop. I was literally on that game all the goddamn time. I'd go out and play footy with my mates, or go out and play with my mates, and I couldn't wait to get back in to go on the goddamn 007. So, yeah, definitely 007. James Bond, 007, GoldenEye, N64, my friend. Thank you for the question. Number 22, HotLettuceTV. This is another great guy. I've been following him for ages. We've been supporting each other for quite a long time. He's moved to Twitch recently, and he's doing really well, actually. So, well done, Lettuce, for what you're doing over there, mate. And you asked, if you had to pick a mildly inconvenient superpower, what would it be? And for me, this is an easy one, and it would be super strength. And that is because I always feel sorry for, you know, the big guy in Fantastic Four and Hulk and people like that, because they have got mildly inconvenient super strength because they can't even pick up a goddamn glass because it smashes. So I would not like to have that kind of strength because you couldn't do anything, could you? It's all about the delicate things in life, and you could do absolutely none of them. There is no way you are drinking a cup of tea without smashing the cup everywhere. So that's my answer to that, my friend. Thank you for that question. That was a good one. On to number 23. The support king, Deedsville Gaming and Tutorials. Now, Deeds, he's been supporting me for as long as I can remember. The guy is literally bounces about everywhere supporting everyone. He does live streams where he mods everyone and just lets everyone share with their channel in his chat. And he's such a good guy. He's got a great Discord server as well. He's a really good guy. But Deeds asked, what do you use as inspiration to keep channel grinding when views or streams are slow? My answer for that is, like, because I like creating stuff, if I've got a couple of people watching, I'm quite happy about that. And the reason for that is, as I said earlier, if just one person watches something I've created, for me that is success. And obviously, you know, sometimes it could be a bit, you know, when you sat there streaming and you've got 2 people watching, but then that is still 2 people watching, isn't it, really? Because it's easy to look at it and think, oh, this is just a number. You know, it's really easy to look at it and think, oh, look, I've got 2 people watching, just 2 numbers. But it's not, is it? It's actually 2 human beings watching something that you've created. You've created. And in my opinion, that's a great thing. So that's probably what keeps me going. Like, as long as there's 1 or 2 people in the chat, couple of views, that is 2 human beings consuming more content, enjoying it. And that's enough for me, guys. And if it blows up further than that, which it is, thanks to you guys, then even better, my friends. All right, on to number 24, my friends. Seriously Persona. Used to be gaming, now it's just Seriously Persona. Great guy, absolutely hilarious. His videos are funny as hell. He's another great editor as well. He does great editing. His videos are so funny, his reactions. I never forget when he reacted to one of my Assassin's Creed videos. And I chopped some guy's head off, and it's just the way he said, this ain't for kids, yo. I was literally wetting myself. I thought it was one of the funniest reactions I've seen. Persona has asked, where are you from? Do you have a family? And if so, what age are you kids? And the short answer to that is I am from England. I have a missus and 2 little girls. And they are 3 and 4 years old, my friend. Thank you for asking that question. I'm going to move on a bit quicker now because we're at 35 minutes. Mind you, this will be edited down. But thank you for asking that question, my friend. We are moving on to number 25, Medley of Games. This is another great guy. He's another channel that I actually really enjoy watching, that I should have mentioned in the favourite content creators. No, I shouldn't, because he's not in the Discord group. But this is another person that I really enjoy watching. He does all the survival games and stuff. His videos are great. I really enjoy it. And I'm always trying to help him out where I can, because I love survival games, and half the time he's played a game that I've played the hell out of previously. So it's nice of me to jump in the comments and, you know, help him out with a few things. But he's asked, if you started a second channel today, what would it be? And the answer to that is NPC Wars or a Guru channel. Because, you know, I like making my how-tos and my tutorials and tech tips and things like that. So I'd either make that channel dedicated for that, or I'd make an NPC War dedicated channel, because I love making NPC Wars. On to the next one. Thank you for that question, Medley. Clouded Minds. Now, another great bunch of... these guys are another great lot of supporters. They support absolutely everyone. They're always in my streams. You guys are great, and you're always telling me to stay clouded, so I shall do that. They have asked, what has been your favourite moment so far from 1 to 500 subs? Okay, I know I read that slow. I lost where I was on my screen of X. my favourite moment was getting my 100 subs and getting my custom URL, because I streamed shortly after, and everyone came on my stream and congratulated me, and I literally got my custom URL through. I'd hit 100 subs. It was a really great moment. It's something that it was the biggest milestone for me, because I didn't think it would happen. I thought I'd just mess around on YouTube for a little bit and realise it was not going to work out and just, I don't know, create stuff for fun or whatever. But I didn't expect to hit 100 subs that fast. I really didn't. And when I hit it, and then I got my custom URL, I was over the moon. I was so happy. I went out, told everyone. I was like, oh, look, it's actually working. It's doing well. And as I say, that's thanks for all you guys just being absolute legends. Thank you for that question. Number 27, Melikka Games. Now, I've only met her recently, but we've been supporting each other. She watched my Way Out series, and she did the game after me, and I was watching her after I did my series. So it's quite funny to see a lot of different decisions and stuff that she made. But her reactions are great. She's a great content creator, and her commentary is brilliant. She's a great lass in general. She asked, which big YouTuber influenced you to start a channel or influences you to grow your channel? Now, some of the favourite YouTubers I watch, gaming-wise, I would say are like Jack Frag, Syndicate, and Boogie2988. You might not have heard of him, but he is a gaming creator who creates gaming news, gaming, and then he does this funny little character thing that I used to find hilarious. But there's not just them sort of creators I watch. I also love Eddie the Beast Hall. I love the way Eddie the Beast Hall transitioned from strongman into just becoming a media star, and he made his own YouTube channel and he just vlogs his life, and he picked up so fast, guys. I love watching Eddie Hall. You know, Thoughty2 as well. If you haven't seen Thoughty2, honestly, Thoughty2 makes the best random videos about history and things that could happen. It's just, honestly, just Thoughty2. It's just, he's funny as hell. I'll probably put a little thing up on screen, but he's one of my favourite YouTubers at the moment. Thank you for the question, Mel. On number 28, AHintOfMocha. She asked, what makes you keep going? Do you ever get discouraged and wonder if it's all worth it? Also, why is Mocha your favourite? Now, firstly, the answer to that is Mocha, because you are a legend. That's it. That's why you're everyone's favourite, because you are a legendary human being. The answer to the rest of the question is, don't think I've been going long enough yet to feel the effects. And what I mean by that is, I've only been going on YouTube for 8 months, and during that whole 8-month process, I've just seen it's just been continuous growth and milestones, and it's been great. I've had a really great time, and like I keep saying, that's thanks to you guys. But I've not really hit a point yet where I feel discouraged or wonder if it's all worth it. I'm sure I might hit a point like that in the future. If I do, I will just try and push through it the best I can. Because with everything in life, I've always found, with everything in life, there's always something that goes wrong. And there's something that tries to stop you doing what you're doing, tries to halt your success. Sometimes people don't like what you're doing, so they try and drag you back. Or sometimes it'll just be a natural thing. Or something will try and block you, and the only way you're going to get to the other side of that wall is to just smash through it. So if anyone is hitting any kind of mental block out there, or they've had enough, just keep pushing through, because there's good points, there's good stages and bad stages in absolutely everything, guys. And if you can push through the bad stages, you will reach the good stage. You know, that's the only advice I can probably give on that. So thank you for that question, Mocha. Number 29, SamSmash. Another great subscriber of mine. He's a great kid. He's always bouncing around the streams and stuff. He's always supporting. He's asked, what is a dead game franchise you would love to see revived? Massive question for me, and the answer is simply COTA. Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2, because they made it in 2003, and then they made number 2 shortly after, and then they didn't bother. They made the Old Republic MMO, which is not COTA 3. I would love to see a real Knights of the Old Republic 3. Obviously, you know, the company, Star Wars, LucasArts, changed hands and done all sorts of crap by them, but hopefully, I would really love to see Knights of the Old Republic get sort of redone. Well, even a remake, actually. I'd love to see a remake. I'd like to see a new COTA 3 or a Knights of the Republic remake. That would be great for me, honestly. So thank you for that question, Sam. Number 30 is from Hannah herself, my missus. How do you feel when you get a dislike on a video? Right. This is a big one I've spoke to before about. A dislike is literally just interaction. So if somebody dislikes your video, it's the exact same as a like. Now, in my opinion, I think dislikes are actually important, because if everybody liked your video all the time, right, Obviously, I understand that when you're WLCing someone, you're going to like it. But I'm talking about, like, if all the random viewers, if they all liked your video all the time, you would never know where you're going wrong. You would think you're the best creator in the world, and why haven't you got 1 million subscribers yet? But the fact that if you put up a video and it's not the best, and people dislike it, it's because it's not great, and there's room for improvement. So I think dislikes show room for improvement, and they're also the exact same interaction as a like, mate, my friends. So don't ever feel down about a dislike. I see a lot of people getting upset about dislikes. They are basically the same as a like, interaction-wise, for the algorithm. They are literally just telling you that someone didn't like your video, or you are doing so well, you're pissing someone off that they have to dislike your video. And that's a win anyway, right? Because if someone hates you that much to dislike your video because of your success, then what does that tell you about that person? Just let them get on with it. But yeah, that's it, guys. That's 30 questions. This video is about 35 minutes long. This is why I can only do 30, because I had a lot of stuff to say about the people that asked the questions. My voice is going because I've just done a hell of a lot of talking. I cannot thank you enough. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of your support, my friends. I'm not even going to ask. I'm not even going to bang on about subs on this video, because this is a Q&A special for the people who have supported me, give you a little insight about myself and my opinions on things. And yeah, I feel like I've done that. I hope you enjoyed this video, my friends, and I'll see you for the next one. Peace out.